Hello YouTubies, this is King Squab and thanks for watching this most audacious and amazing YouTube video. Bit of white wine there. Right, so I really love the Sunday of X Factor. You know, when people find out exactly how well they've done in the competition and they're thinking, oh my god, has anybody chosen me this week? Help! And you can see the look of dread and fear in their face, and you know, the four judges lined up and they're just thinking, yeah, we're just going out for a drink later after this. They know who's going to get voted and who isn't, but they put on this play act and they go, oh my god, who's going to go this week? And you can see the contestants, you can see the look of fear in their eyes, as if this is a big part of everybody's life, as if this is the major problem of their life. Will they be voted this week? Will somebody pick up the phone for them? I mean, some of them are pretty talented, admittedly. They're not bad people, I suppose. But it's hilarious when you see the bottom three. That's the fun time. That's the fun factor for me. In the bottom three, you've got these people, and you know, they're thinking, oh, maybe I didn't do as well as I thought. You know, you can see the ego suddenly just drop from their faces. You can see the look of fucking dread, especially on the boy bands. The boy band was just like, we're actually in the bottom three. What the fuck? It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. You know, they had this look of we're going to win this competition. We've already won anyway, you know, because some of us are well known on YouTube before, so we've already won the competition. And then suddenly, when they find out not as many people voted for them than what they thought, it's that look of sudden drop of dread that comes on their face. It's amazing stuff. But of course, you know, the girl went, and I actually kind of liked that girl who actually went, because I thought she was pretty nice. You know, at least, you know, you can get the tissue paper and the lube out while watching X Factor on a Saturday when she's on. But with the other two acts, I'm not so sure. And has anybody ever thought that Chloe, you know, the other act that actually went in the end, was only there because she's related to royalty? I mean, she talks really posh, and she's got this really posh type of attitude as well. It's like she's been brought up in an affluent family of some type. Probably knows the Queen, probably has had dinner with the Queen on a regular basis, and is probably related to, I don't know, Princess Diana maybe. I can just see it. I can just see her being a relation of somebody high up in Britain. And they thought, we've got to put her into X Factor just to please the aristocrats. They'll definitely put her in X Factor. I mean, admittedly, as things went, she probably was deserving to go. I never actually thought she was as talented as the judges say. I think they're just putting it on, you know, Marilyn Monroe. Are you fucking kidding me? She's nowhere near that good. Nowhere near. She's only there because she's posh, because she speaks with a posh accent and can sing a little bit of jazz, but it's not as good as what people make it out to be. You're being fucking gaslighted into thinking that stuff is good. But yeah, she might be a nice girl, maybe, as nice as aristocrats can go, but it doesn't really mean anything. You know, is it good enough for that competition? I don't give a shit. But I just was watching it because I'm usually forced to watch it, so I like to you know, comment on these things. I find the show completely hilarious, by the way. I also find it what's the word? It just looks like it's been all set up, all scripted, and you know, they come up with the most absurd sort of patterns of voting systems, etc., where they, you know, well, on one of the weeks when they were lining them up and trying to find out who would sit down, it was so fucking contrived. It was unbelievable. You knew that the people that were sending off again were going to get put back on if they were one of the better singers. But the best thing about this week was with Stereophonics. Stereophonics. They're actually pretty good. Stereo Kicks, right? Stereo Kicks. The absolute look of dread on that band's face was just something of absolutely monstrosity for the female fans out there. It was just fucking awesome. I was watching it as thinking, those guys realise that they're probably not as quite as good or entertaining as they thought they were. Just because you're a bunch of lads, and boy bands tend to do well because the females will vote for you. The worst thing I could possibly imagine is another boy band in the pop charts. Oh my fucking god! I mean, I have seen one or two of them on YouTube before, well before they actually came onto X Factor. And after seeing one of them audition, I was thinking, fucking hell, please don't let him go on to X Factor. Please don't, because he annoyed me enough on YouTube. But anyway, that's something else. Stereo Kicks. I actually thought when watching it, I'll be honest, that it was two separate bands. I mean, I couldn't relate when they were split up and they were singing. I thought like it's two separate bands competing with each other. That's what it felt. It didn't feel like one band. It felt like two separate bands. This is probably why it's never been done before, because in the end, I mean, you're trying to figure out who are they actually one band or two. It's very distracting. That's why they usually go for 5 at the most, maybe 4 usually, or 3 for boy bands, but certainly not 8. There is definitely a good reason why that's never been done before, and I think we're starting to see it. But it was one of those lube type moments when you see a boy band realise they're not as good as they think they are. They were so full of ego while the voting system was going. They're thinking, oh, we're going to get voted, we're going to do well, we're fucking awesome. And then suddenly they're in the bottom 3, then they're in the bottom 2, then they're singing off, and then somebody says, we're not voting for you this week, Cheryl Cole. Of course she's called, is it called Cheryl Cole now? But I don't know. She voted for her own act, of course, and Louis voted for his own act and started clapping, getting the crowd going, oh, it's fucking hell. Am I the only person? I'll be honest here, right? The guys out there on YouTube, am I the only person who was thinking, I hope Stereo Kicks go this week? Just because it would break more hearts in the community of the internet and the world. It would break more hearts. Oh my god, how could they go? They're going to get a record deal anyway. I mean, they're going to get their own back on me, probably for making this video, by winning the fucking competition now. But I hope they're in the bottom 3 again next week, and then they're back there every single week and eventually get voted off. I can't wait for them to leave. The reason why is I just don't think they're as good as the other band. The other band is pretty good, by the way. I don't think they're as good as that. I think they're only there because of popularity previous to X Factor, based on other things. Not based on the ability to be really good singers, but based on likability factor or something, or the fact that the girls might like them. But I hope they break hearts when they leave. I'm still looking forward to One Direction splitting up, but if we can avoid a boy band popping up out the mist right now, I think that'll be one of the best things that can happen to me this year. The worst thing I would want to see is Stereo Kicks doing a Christmas #1. Please don't. We've seen enough boy bands. It's torture. It's torture to see, girls talking about them all 24/7, being brainwashed by the media, and all you can hear is, saying, "Oh my God, what did Harry do this week?" And it's all over Twitter, when they eat an iced lolly or something. It's really fucking annoying. It's not about talent anymore. It's about, the way people look or something, and the old popularity. It's not about the talent. Although I do say I find Stevie kind of entertaining. I hope he stays the longest, just to take the piss out of the show. I'm sure they just put him on there because they have to have one act every year that's a little bit odd, that's a little bit not quite right, and can he sing or can't he? Doesn't look like it, but he is a good entertainer. I think that's what they look for every single year on X Factor anyway. It'll be good, like Wagner, like the rest of them. There's always one per year, like Jedward, etc. You'll find that you always get one per year who's a bit nuts, and they have to have them on because it's not just a competition, it's actually an entertaining program. Not all these people are going to win X Factor, but X Factor's just a TV program, so don't get too hurt by what people say about it. I don't think it produces the best music anyway. I think it's becoming a bit bland. Some of the acts were pretty boring, actually. Admittedly, I'm starting to find the music on that show very boring. I mean, 2008 was okay, but 2008, 2009 was fine, but 2014, they're really playing up to the cameras. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye for now. See you later. Can't wait for all the hearts to be broken next week when they go.